I have to tell you about something interesting that's happened in the last 48 hours. I received a bunch of emails and tweets from people saying, you know, David, I wasn't planning to vote for Biden because he's not a progressive. I don't believe in choosing the lesser of two evils. But after Donald Trump's authoritarian nightmare of a declaration on Monday night about deploying the military to states, I realize I have to vote for Joe Biden. These last 72 or so hours from Donald Trump, for many of my viewers, have become a breaking point. Now, I don't want you to write to me. I don't need you to write to me and say, not me, David. I'm still never voting for Biden. Okay, I'm not talking about you. What I'm telling you is that I have seen nothing since the start of this election that has triggered so many emails from people saying I was not on board with Biden for this reason or for that reason. But over the last 3 days, I've realized I have to vote for Biden in November because this has gone too far. Check out some of the tweets that were sent to me. Here's one, quote, I despise Biden and the Democrats, still do, but at least he won't try to label millions of our citizens as terrorists and sick the military on us. I will crawl over broken glass to vote for him in the fall. Another tweet, quote, I've been a Bernie supporter before people knew he existed, yet I am vote blue to save America 2020. As a history professor, I've seen this before. When you have a chance to halt fascism, you do it, then fight for a leftist push. Question, what will we do when Trump refuses to leave the White House? Another tweet saying, quote, same here, that press conference BS was the nail in the coffin. So listen, this is logical. We are now seeing this nascent authoritarianism come full circle. And I want to add something that somebody tweeted to me that I believe is very important in the context of this conversation. I got a tweet which said, quote, they need to be encouraged and not shamed. And that is exactly right. We were never going to shame people out of sitting aside in November. It wasn't going to work. I've been talking about the futility of voter shaming for several weeks, if not months now. And I'm not going to shame them now. I have no interest in doing this I told you so stuff with the Never Biden folks who are realizing this is a crisis and we've got to remove Trump. What I'm going to say is I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. And I knew you would come around. You are seeing the reality of the situation for what it is. Let's get together and defeat Donald Trump. I'm glad to have you. No shame here. No, I told you so here. None of this stuff. I encourage everybody to do the exact same thing. I know, the YouTube comments, people will say, David, you're so stupid. I'm always never Biden. I'm not talking about you. And we don't need everyone. We just need some people to realize staying home is not okay right now. We need to remove Donald Trump. If the last 72 hours haven't made that sickeningly clear, then I don't know that there's anything left that would convince you. And in fact, I think, again, without shame, with total peace and love and curiosity, I would go back to the folks that are still never Biden and say, I want to engage with you. Now that Donald Trump has continued this authoritarian slide, what else do you need to say, I've got to do it. I've got to vote for Biden. Is it some specific policy position? Is there anything Trump could do that would get you to say, okay, now he's clearly bad enough that I'm going to vote for Biden rather than staying home or voting third party or whatever? I want to hear from you, and I hope that you will let me know.